Okay, so here we are at Huron Beach, and we finally received it. We've received the Pansh Aurora 3, which is the latest kite from Pansh, which is a cheap company, cheap kite company from China. And now we're mixing the Pansh with the Capa, and see the difference between those. The Pansh is probably, I think, 530 euros for a 15 meter, and the Capa, if I remember correctly, is about 2,500 for a 15 meter. I'm going to compare the difference between these two kites. So firstly, the bar. As you can see, a pretty sweet Duotone bar. The thing about the Duotone bar, the very nice bar, very good safety. You know, very nice bar indeed. I really can't fault the bar. I mean, the bar's a bar, but it's really nice. Now, for the Chinese version. This is a very simple bar. You know, it's got nothing special about it, but it's one thing about it, it's good to replace the gear. If something breaks on it, you can go to a normal sailing shop and get some spectre and replace it. It doesn't take much time to replace it. The benefit of having the Chinese bar is that it's easy to replace, whereas if something goes wrong with a Duotone bar, you're going to have to go to Duotone to get the kites going up and always play. Anyway, let's have a look at this kite. Now, we played this kite on top of each other so you can see the shapes of it, and it's surprisingly very similar. Fuck off! So one of my biggest gripes with the Capa was the dump valves. And over here you can see that when the kite fills up the water, this is a puny little hole for the water to come out. Where is on the Pansh, you got a much bigger hole. This is a big deal because when the kite fills up the water, you want the water out straight away. So the Pansh is good there. And another thing I found about the Pansh is that, like, this is a dump valve for letting the air out of the kite and also the water. And in the Pansh we have again big ones, and they're also magnetic. So these got little magnets in it, so the kite, rather than Velcro, so the kite fills up the water, the pressure of the water automatically opens these valves and lets the water out. So if you crash this kite in the water, and water gets in the kite, which sometimes it does do, the water will come out automatically, whereas on the Capa, you can't do that. You know, like I said, the Capa's a great kite, but these little things that make a huge difference. So if you drop the Capa in the water, getting it out of the water is if you get water inside, you're in trouble. And another thing I find with the bridles of the Aurora are a little bit stiff, and that's really good because they don't tangle as much. The bridles for the Capa are really flexible. It tends to pick up stuff and always tangle up. Out of 5 launches, 3 of the launches have had a tension knot on the kite, which is really annoying. Whereas on the stiffer bridles, you don't get that. The bridles don't tangle up. So these are the things that I find really important with the Capa, and I really hope that the Capa 2 listens to us and develops these kites with just little things. This line thing is a big deal, man, as well as a dump valve. If you get water in the Capa and you're out there, you can't get it out, you sink. It becomes a sea anchor. But as you can see, the shape is very, very similar. Now, one of the really good things about the Capa is that it has these plastic bits to hold the shape of the leading edge. The Pansh doesn't have that. You know, that's really good. That's increases the performance and stability of the kite dramatically, and the power of the kite. So, you know, this technology that the Capa has is pretty much leading edge, and they're really nice. The Capa just doesn't fall out of the sky. It's super stable, super trustworthy. Whereas probably the Aurora won't have those characteristics. It'll just probably be a little bit unstable and maybe luff every now and then out of the sky. So, you know, the Capa does have its flaws, but it is a better kite. It's just those little things that make a huge difference. Like the price is another thing. With the Aurora, you're looking at 550 euros for the 15 meter, and complete with delivery. And with the Capa, you're looking at 2,500 euros, I think, something around that range, which is it's expensive. You know, there's definitely a difference in material and you know, the bar and the manufacturing of the kite. But they both work really, really well. So there's no wind at the moment. Hopefully tomorrow or the next day we're going to get some breeze, and I want to test these kites back to back. Fly the Capa and then straight away fly the Aurora, and I'll give you an honest opinion of what I think of the difference between both kites. Personally, I prefer the Capa. If you have the money, the Capa is a much better kite. But if you don't have the money, the Aurora is definitely the way to go.
Prison break.
Yeah, one more thing I forgot. The Capa has another little detail which is really, really handy when you're packing up. I'll show you it in a minute. It's got a zipper. A big zipper. You can see the zipper here. So when you're packing up the kite, it's a lot easier to get the air out. This sort of technology would be really good on the Capa. I think Capa, Duotone, listen to what I'm saying. Make your kite better. It's a good kite anyway, but you can make it better so easily. So we also got the 10 meter. So we got a 10 meter Aurora 3. I was surprised. I thought I was going to get the Aurora 2. So this kite's great, man. It's a really nice sized kite for the stronger winds. I believe the wind range you can get probably up in about 10 knots and go about to 35 knots, depending on what board you use. And the good thing about Pansh is actually you can order your own colours. So it costs more money. But if you like a particular colour, bright purple, bright pink, whatever combination, you can actually order them and they'll make them for you. So, which is quite nice, you know. This is standard colours. This is just you get what you get. But having your own choice of colours can be quite cool. Aurora 3, number 10. Wait till the next wind. We're going to have so much fun with these guys.